Man, howdy everyone, we're back at it again for part 2, episode 11. I'll do episode 12, which is this one, tomorrow night. So let's get into it and see what happens. And I did get finished watching an anime called Cowboy Bebop. I'll do a review on it later. I gotta go find them, but now I gotta go watch the movie so I can do like a full review on both at once, because I want to do, justice to that.
And speaking of Blue Boy over there, Shino and Blake versus Yuki, Kane, and Flex. So, the villain team had the clear advantage here. 3v2, obviously not fair. Despite that, Hero Team came out on top. Very impressed. The villain team should have really used their number to their advantage. Oh, yeah?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Shizu?
Shizu?
What? You should have told me you were coming here. I would have.
God, what happened to Jeezy over here? Broken legs. God dang, Jeezy, what happened?
Knocked you over here, you silly. I'm fine. Are you sure?
If I can make it here on my own.
Oh, Shizu. I heard what happened.
I can't let this keep me down. Oh, thank you.
Don't worry.
That's a great attitude. Yeah.
At least let me help you through your death. Okay.
As we were going over Shizu, we're just going over the results of your training, last lesson, and what you can improve upon. As I was saying, the villain team really should have used their numbers to their advantage. 3v2 could easily overwhelm and divide and conquer.
Yeah, they could.
We divided a little. Thought the stalling method plan was gonna work. Just barely didn't.
They got a sneak attack in, and what happened with Blake was too concerning.
True. That leads me on to Blake. I mean, if it was anyone other than Flex, that move that you pulled, wee bit dangerous. Maybe
Yeah.
Well, if it was anyone other than Flex, then I probably wouldn't have done it.
That just made me feel better.
Wait,
I
what?
mean, that does make sense, yeah.
What?
That doesn't make sense.
How's that not?
Because she doesn't know the anatomy of Flex. It's just an excuse because she got lucky.
Well, I know he can change his state of matter.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you can assume that he can take all the heat out of his body and he'll be just fine.
When I'm using my quirk,
Not
I
fine.
know my limits. I think I can know when to stop, unlike
Good.
you.
Stop it over a little bit nice.
Didn't you faint?
Moving right along!
Okay.
Didn't you faint at the end of your
Let's
fight?
move on to the other hero in the fight, Shino. Her quirk is incredibly malleable. It's your only limit is your creativity and imagination. The fact that you just pulled out 2 sticks is kind of limiting.
Okay then.
Yes, I'm very much aware of that. I think I put what the drawback is in my pocket in the first place. Like this,
True.
reason why I'm limiting how much I use.
I think you did awesome.
They did do awesome indeed. Back over to the villains, though. Yuki, it was a great use of your quirk to move about the payload, exactly what I would have done in your situation. But leaving a teammate alone in a fight is a tad neglectful. Probably should have been best to 2v1 Shino whilst you had the chance.
And by the way, guys and girls, if you're tuning in, I did get me a manga of My Hero, actually, volume 2, actually, at my local Walmart for about $7. So a month. Normally manga's $9 to $10. So it ain't really much, should say, for it, and you get a lot out of it because of it. I mean, it's thick and it's kind of worth the money, in my opinion. And I know some of y'all probably gonna be asking, why don't you read it on the app? Listen, I like to have it physically because at least I have it physically. I don't have to worry about my phone going dead or something happening or whatever distractions. I have it physically. I can zoom in, turn on some music, and just read along. That kind of thing. That's all. Same thing with anime. I'd rather watch it on DVD or Blu-ray because that's how I roll. I like having it physical. It makes me feel great knowing I have it forever and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Anyway, I hope some of y'all watch this video understand I like to have stuff physically because I am a collector, actually. I collect stuff. It's my habit. I am a collector. So if any of y'all are curious, I am a collector.
Probably would have recommended it.
Mm.
Kind of surprised it.
Kane's not here right now, but I'll just say right now, they probably should have restrained Kino when they had the chance whilst they were using their quirk. Yeah. That's,
If I watch the other videos, I'll understand what he's talking about. So it's interesting.
intriguing. Yeah. Moving on.
Oh, come on, ads. Alright.
Riku and Kyo versus Yudo and Artemis.
Oh, yeah.
What's it be?
Our fight, yeah.
Both Kyo and Yudo are currently absent.
Mhm.
But Kyo his quirk is incredibly well suited for this test.
Mhm.
Did pretty much perfectly. Even using Riku's quirk to disperse the explosion. It's a
Mhm.
great just example of what Riku could potentially do in the future if they let to control their explosions.
Yeah. I'll make sure to do that.
Yeah.
But my idea was just to blow a hole in the building, but that's
You still did a good job, Riku.
Yeah, he did actually. I agree.
This is really smart of you guys to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wasn't able to even see through any of the windows because of your quirk. It was really smart. Really smart.
Speaking of Artemis's quirk, that's also a fantastic use of it. Using
Thank
your
you.
quirk is an essential maze to stop the heroes from getting anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that both you and Yuto stayed behind is kind of what caused your downfall. Should have sent in Yuto to deal with threats,
Mm-hmm.
kept them on their toes.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
unfortunately, Yudo couldn't use their quirk, so it was kind of more strategic for them to stay back.
Yeah, true.
Then send Yuto in first, and then used your quirk.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, moving on to Rin and Lynx versus Roxy and Jack.
Hey.
This was an interesting one. Two mind messers going up against one another, but kept going back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of missed over the obvious. Either Lynx could have made Roxy forget where she was or what she was doing, or Roxy could have rumored Lynx into falling asleep for like 3 minutes. Instead, they just kept trying to make each other forfeit.
Mm-hmm.
Last move from the villain team. It was pretty cleverly thought of, using Roxy's hobby to your advantage.
Yeah.
But it was extremely dangerous. From that high up,
True.
very lucky that Rin and Lynx fell in the water instead of extra damage.
I
Yeah.
agree with that. I didn't expect my
Mhm.
quirk to do that much damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of people almost got really badly injured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This is why we have the
almost did. Yeah.
this is why we have the rescue bots and Venus on call.
Mm-hmm.
And Rin, again, very apt use of your quirk. Very very perfect timing. Got trampoline in. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Not much to comment on there. And finally, Davis and Cole versus Shizu and Clover. Positives. Let's start with the positives. Let's keep the mood light. Both Shizu and Clover were very committed to their role.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys.
They treated it like a joke.
Unfortunately, that's
The speech was
about
cool, though.
the positives.
Mm-hmm.
Quite frankly, well, let's start with the villain team.
Okay, then this is more interesting than I thought.
You should always be more attentive. Seeing Cole being the only active participant should have made you focus more on him. Plus, softly tackling Davis to the ground isn't exactly a strong hold. Speaking of, Davis! Quite frankly, you need to be just more confident in your own thoughts. Taking orders... I mean, just took orders from Cole. Did nothing from your own thoughts. Taking orders can be commendable, but they shouldn't come in the way of your own morality or your legal obligation as a hero. Also, could you put the games away whilst we're doing hero training, please?
A true gamer in the works, y'all. Hashtag a true gamer.
Cole, let's say that you haven't heard a million times already. Well, it's a good thing that you were actively trying to capture the villains and win the exercise. However, ordering Davis to literally break bones, not really
Heat of the
suitable
moment.
for this
Whose
exercise.
I didn't necessarily expect him to be capable of doing such a thing.
Right.
You still ordered it, though.
Yeah. Well, you know, heat of the moment, I was fighting them two alone because he didn't care.
Right. You need to remember to remain calm in these sort of situations. There's a bomb
At least we
involved.
got the job done.
I don't
No
think it
bomb
was very heat
exploded.
of the moment if you don't even feel bad about it.
I don't even feel heat.
I don't. You're right.
Huh.
That's a conversation for another day.
I mean, is it really?
Well,
If that was a
it's
real
not what
bomb there, and you were out there in the real world, you would have taken out the villain.
I would have taken him out. I wouldn't have broken his bones.
And what if he kept getting back up unless you broke his bones? You would do it, right?
We have handcuffs. You had capture tape. You were
You trying to kill the person, boy. You trying to kill a person.
able to restrain the villains without.
And what if his
resorting
quirk allowed him to get out of it?
In this situation, they didn't.
That's a lot of
Just
what
saying.
ifs.
Actually, I would say that his quirk probably could let him get out of that. You know, magnifying. I am correct. You cannot dispute me. Alright? I know how this world works.
Yeah, you think that they would be using only one kind of handcuffs? Have you ever think about that?
We didn't have those.
No, you
Yeah,
had
it also
Hey.
wasn't a real bomb and they weren't real villains. Have you ever thought about that?
Have you ever thought about what are you learning if you're holding back? You're learning
not
to hold
holding
back.
back here, head. Listen,
Seconds.
let's
Okay, I hate this guy already.
move.
Well,
Everybody
it's not
just
what-
calm
it's not
down.
what- It's not what happens.
Yeah,
you know,
everybody calm down. We don't need to get into a fight. It's nothing serious, people. It's nothing serious.
in the moment. It's how you get back up. So we're moving forward.
She's still out cold. Can someone just hey, wake up, girl. We're in class. Wake up, wake up. Bam! She's gonna fly into across the classroom. Oh, lordy.
And what if
Moving
you
on.
hadn't gotten back up?
That would be on Davis.
I'd rather not think about that.
What?
And I know some of y'all probably asking me when the reviews. Well, it takes time because I rather take my time watching an anime, a movie, TV show, or reading a comic book, books, manga, and playing games. I rather take my time. So there you go. If you're all curious, there's your answer. I rather take my time and to enjoy it.
Wouldn't have just been on Davis.
Mm-hmm.
You're
I
lucky
wouldn't
you
have
did.
told him to
Dang.
kill him.
You're
Mm-hmm.
lucky.
But going into detail on that is something that I need to discuss with Cole and Davis at separate times. Not appropriate there, Flex. Anyway, I want you all to reflect on not only your own training, but also each other's. Learn from each other on what you can do to improve. That's it for evaluations. Now it's time to evaluate yourselves. I'm saying you homework.
But
Interesting.
Never mind.
I want you all to write an essay on why you're here. Why do you want to be a hero? Why did you pick
That's a good essay right there for him.
Monarch Academy?
Not this
Mhm.
question again.
Quite frankly, some people, not only in this class, but older classes, even in 1A, they aren't 100% motivated. So we need to
True.
learn why you're here.
Mm-hmm.
We need to help you. And the only way to do that is for you to help us. Yeah.
How many
I'll be
works does the essay have to have?
Yeah, just at least do.
Oh, come on. And I know some of y'all wondering where the gotcha reveals. One, it takes time. 2, I have ideas for 2 other series, which one's about a clone and one is about an adventurer, like an adventure series kind of thing. So I'm still taking my time with it because I ain't finished it. It takes a lot of time, to figure out how this should go and how this should happen and stuff like that. It takes a lot of work, guys, so I hope y'all understand that too.
Entire page is worth. Size 12 font, no double spacing.
APL format?
MLI.
One day either of those.
And do we need to cite sources?
Sources really shouldn't.
Sources are self.
It's an opinion piece.
Okay.
Can we draw pictures in it?
If it doesn't take up the entire page, then yeah.
True.
Can we handwrite it, or do we have to type it?
Handwriting is fine.
Okay, cool. I don't have one.
Alrighty. Now that's all settled. Class is dismissed. And I'll be hoping to receive this evaluation in a week's time.
Oh, that's so nice. Sure.
Where you're going, would you?
Joy.
Before we finished already.
Don't worry about him. He has his own inner turmoil going on. He's just mad at
Okay.
the world.
Yeah, you can text me. I have a phone now.
Fine.
You okay?
I'll see you later.
No, my legs feel a little bit weak.
Oh, Shizu, are you okay?
Oh
Grab my
my.
hand. Grab my hand.
Take it easy, Chizu. You need to take it easy, man.
Grab my hand.
You fell over.
Grab my hand.
Oh, Shizu.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
You right, kiddo?
You guys help me. I'm a little bit on the weaker end.
Yeah.
I can hold your crutches.
Pick me up.
It's
No.
fine.
I mean,
It's okay. We've got plenty of hands here
it's
now.
okay.
All right. Thank you.
Let's take you
Appreciate
home.
it, pal.
Keep safe, y'all.
No, I like that episode. Anyway, tune in tomorrow when we do the rest of it. Anyway, bye all you. I love y'all. See you in the next one. Bye.